It's Monday. It's been quite a weekend.
It's one of those days last night, I just, I know we have to be here and address things, but it's like one of those you just want to stay in bed. That's how I feel.
For those
All
just
weekend
tuning
long,
in, Sam's off today. That was a planned vacation day for her. Her mom's in town. I'm here. Eric's here. Kevin's here.
Hey.
Ryan's not here. And a lot of people are asking, where is Ryan? What happened with Ryan? Some people are hearing this for the first time. Some people are hearing this, for the second time. You've been listening since 6. It is a sad day because we have tough news for you guys. And it has been tough for us. And it's going to be tough for you. It's a shock.
Yes.
And it is something that, look, we've always been honest with you guys about our real, raw lives, right?
Yep.
And after 23 years, he is no longer with the show. And that is all we can say because we cannot comment on personnel matters.
Yes.
And
But still, like, someone that I've had a relationship for 25 years,
and our audience has had a relationship for a long time.
I mean, he brought me.
And I have.
He brought me here.
Kevin, 20 years now.
I met my wife in Houston and my kids, and it's all because I was in Dallas. Him and I were doing radio, and we'd have beers and stuff together, and just talk about life and stuff. He's like, we should do a show someday, and we were able to do it for 23 years here, in Houston, and Marconi Awards and all these cool things, and just I'm gonna miss him. Sucks because there's only so much we can say.
Look, we're gonna miss a lot of things. There's a dynamic that we had, and nobody plans for this. We just signed a 5-year deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, unfortunately, I know, Houston, you want me to tell you things. I cannot. So I just want you to know that I feel you. I feel you. It's been the Roula and Ryan show for a long time. Then it was the Roula and Ryan show with Eric for the last year. Ryan and I were fighting for Eric to get his name on the show like two contracts ago.
Mm-hmm.
And Eric, as an executive producer, was like, no, we talked about this when we added your name to the show, Eric. I said, this is not an egotistical thing and it can be in radio, an egotistical thing, how people want the show to sound. But for Ryan and I, were like, Eric, you should put your name on the show. You should put your name on the show.
Yeah, both of you were like, this should happen. And I fought it for 10 years. I'm like, no, I don't. We branded it this way. But
like, it's fine. It's fine. It's the Roula and Ryan show. It's fine. So finally, we were so proud to add your name to the show because we've been together for a long time. And I just want you guys to know that there's a lot of emotion on our side and on your side. And I don't want you to misconstrue how we feel because imagine you've been with somebody for 23 years. And you have been with us for 23 years.
And it's like
in a different capacity as we entertain you guys and we live our lives with you guys and we share things with you guys and you share stuff with us. We do group therapy. We help you out. But like I said earlier, we are together for so many years in the room, so many hours in the room. And it is a shock.
I'm just numb to it right now. I know a lot of people might be like, I see a text like, how are you guys holding it together? Well, we got each other right now. I got Roula and Kevin and Sam, and it's difficult, and he will be missed. I mean,
and I'm sorry we can't tell you more. I'm sorry we can't tell you more because people are getting frustrated. Like, just tell us what happened. Here's what we can tell you.
I know.
After 23 years, he is no longer with the show. That does not serve you what you're looking for. I understand that. But I am telling you that we cannot comment on personnel matters. And that is how we have to deliver it to you.
Which is the hardest part about radio is because we live our lives on the radio.
And we have talked about this over the years, how in this industry, unfortunately, a lot of people will just move along or get shuffled around or, it's like a little checkers game.
It's a weird business. It's a weird business. It's just,
so it's...
but the good thing is we still, we're family in here. We're going to have each other's back. Hopefully you're listening. You've been supportive for many years and we see it. And we're going to, try our best to, keep delivering fun stuff,
The show must go on.
Yeah. So I just want people to know that I am, I'm in shock. I'm bummed. He was a good friend.
It's
And that's all we can say is
yeah. And to Eric's point,
we're like, you guys are shocked right now hearing this. How do you think we feel?
how do you think we feel? I know it's I almost can't put an adjective to it.
Yeah.
You know, right, Kev? It's like you can't put an adjective to it.
Oh.
I don't think I'm supposed to.
You know, it's just the card that we've been dealt is what it is. You know, so we wish him the best, and it's it's what it is. 23 years
That's a tough.
as a show together, and you know the rest of us are still here. We're still doing all the things you love. You know, everything you're used to is still happening. It doesn't change because of the shift.
That's what we always do. I mean, that was our motto on the show. Was like, not one man up, but one person up. If someone's sick, or you know, like Kevin was on one of his 10,000 trips to Puerto Vallarta a year.
Yes, I have another one coming up in less than a month, I believe.
But you know, we try and pick up the slack, help each other out, and we're still family. Just it's difficult.
Can you answer that one or no? On text.
No, we can't even mention. That's what's I can't
Yeah,
even mention
if we
stuff.
if we don't text you back,
we love you guys.
This is your answer.
Yeah, and that's all we could say.
Yeah, I just, for those of you who are just tuning in, we're talking about the fact that Ryan is no longer on the show after 23 years, and it's for us as a radio family, and we are taking it in just as you are.
And I say as a family too. I mean, the whole KRBE.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The whole radio family here at KRBE, we're pretty tight.
We're an anomaly here. Like most stations have 4 or 5 stations in their building. We are just one family here. It's 60 of us, 50, 40
Yeah,
people.
when we first started the show at the other place across the street, I can't tell you who worked there.
No, we're just a number.
There were 3 floors of people, and unless they worked directly with us, I never saw them, or I wasn't sure who they were. Isn't that interesting?
What's this floor do?
Yeah, what's this floor do? But
what are you
here,
doing down
for
here?
20 years, we have just been at 9801 Westheimer on one floor all together. You know, doing Thanksgiving potlucks, having Halloween parties, and having fun in the holidays and springtime and whatever. So it's a shock for you to hear it, and it's a shock for us to tell you. And that's all I can tell you. And I'm sorry if you want more, but I can't give you more.
I know
I can't give you more. And I know that's not fair to you. You're thinking, we've been with you guys for so long, we deserve to hear more. I would feel the same way if I were you.
100% agree, but
It's not
difficult.
usual that Roula's at a loss for words.
Yeah.
I acknowledge how you feel, Houston. I'm 100% with you in how you feel. But all we can say is that we can't comment on personnel matters. Can you tell that I have just hooked onto that phrase? Because that's just the truth.
But we do, I support him. He's been a friend for 25 years, and I'm going to miss him.
We're going to miss him. And that's what we want to tell you. So when we come back, we're going to have a Roses update with Sarah, as she found out her man Robert was messing around, or was he, with his coworker Olivia. It's a Roses update next on KRBE. Now, last Thursday, every Thursday we do Roses, guys, at 7 o'clock. If you are questioning your relationship, you go to krbe.com. Tell us what's going on in the relationship. We'll get you on the phone, get more details, get your mate on the line. And while you listen in, I will offer red roses or something. And then we try and get you some answers. Now, Eric, somebody asked me over the weekend, like, what percentage of time do people not cheat? Well, listen, if the instinct is driving you to contact our show, it's pretty for sure. I said about 90%.
But then
that they are, 10% that they're not.
Because I'm like, just from an order that, you got that on your phone, an app that somebody used your.
Wait, let's recap that.
We haven't said that part yet. Why? How she found out? Because
I'm just saying, like, in general, when we get people reaching out to us for roses, about 90% of the time, you are right. Your instinct is telling you that this person is either lying by omission or there's too much vague fact that you're like, I don't know. So Sarah reached out to our show. She's been with Robert for a year and 4 months. And last week, she was stuck on a runway like so many thousands of Americans in the line to take off because of the air traffic controller government shutdown issue. While she was on the plane, she got a text message from a place that she likes to get boba tea from. If you know boba, you know boba. It's this, you can have different kinds of teas or smoothies or Slurpees, and it's these little tapioca pearls.
That big
that they put in
straw.
the bottom. Yeah. And Robert does not like boba tea. And she made the point to tell us that he can't stand it when she drinks it. So the fact that her rewards number was used while she was sitting on a plane, it says, "Thanks for your order, take this survey." She's like, "Who's using my number?"
And I was thinking maybe it could be like her, if she has a sister or a friend, they could have
Yeah,
used
like
it.
you
That's
could
what I
have,
thought it was
you could
gonna
have let somebody build up your points. Like Kevin gets a sandwich
I
and
tried.
puts Eric's number in there.
No, I try and put his number in because I know he's a saver.
So you might get a free sandwich.
Yeah. I'll stack it up to where I can get the giant size.
Yep.
Oh, look at you.
And then all of a sudden the points are going.
Sorry.
So this is where it came to. Eric made a point to say to Sarah while we were talking to her about the roses, me offering roses, why don't you offer a boba gift card?
Yep.
He knows Sarah loves boba. He would for sure say,
It's like $150. That's
my
a
girlfriend
no-brainer.
would love that. So I said, all right, let's pivot. We're going to offer a boba gift card. And I know some of you guys weren't too excited about that. You should have done roses and a boba gift card. Listen, we just kind of roll with it. We're real,
Yeah. I think if you did
Off the cuff.
roses, then then I think it's two. I don't know.
So we did the boba gift card, and guess what? He wanted to. I said, I just needed to know if you're going to keep it for yourself and hand it over to somebody, or are you, because that wasn't out, hand it over to Sarah, even though he kept it for himself, or are you going to give it to somebody else? Just give me the name of the person who's going to use the card.
Mm-hmm.
And he said it was Olivia. So Sarah's like, no. So we wanted to know what happened over the weekend
And
because he never admitted to cheating with Olivia.
Not at all.
But obviously, his girlfriend's name wasn't the first one he thought of when it came to her favorite drink. So Sarah is back on the line to check in with us and see how the weekend went. Good morning, Sarah.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Sarah. I know this isn't easy, but he wasn't giving an inch. He wasn't telling us anything. Did you get anything out of him? Any progress with him over the weekend?
Well, I mean, he kind of even doubled down even more, saying it wasn't that big of a deal, that he wasn't doing anything, that I'm overreacting. And I just feel like he's lying about more things. Like now I feel like every time he tells me he's going to go somewhere, he's doing something else.
That's
so it's like kind of consuming me a little bit.
I'd say, did you not bring up the whole fact that he's discounting that you feel disrespected, that he would pick a colleague over you when he got something free from work?
Well, he doesn't think he did anything wrong.
Oh, no.
And he feels like I chopped him on purpose.
I feel like you're not going to make any progress until he admits and tells the truth, admits it to you. It's just, you're stuck in limbo here. How do you even move forward?
Well, yeah, because right now you're not feeling like he's telling you the truth. He's blowing it off like, what's your problem? You're being dramatic. And maybe it would help for you guys to reach out to somebody, be like a middle person. And because how are you in the house together? Like, how is your daily life? Like, how was the weekend? Are y'all...
Well, we are sleeping in separate rooms because I can't be around him since I don't know what's going on. I don't trust him. I feel like he's not telling me things, and I can't sleep comfortably next to someone like that.
I don't blame you at all.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like to be continued because you still don't have the right answers, and he's still not giving you the closure you want on, making you feel loved and that he's not cheating on you. So
I have a question or maybe an idea. Have you ever thought about going to his work at lunchtime, bring him some food and just walking in there just to see the reaction of Olivia? Just to, body language is everything, right? You can kind of tell by seeing someone's reaction when you show up.
I don't know. I wouldn't be able to do that because he doesn't have a job where he can just walk in and then meet all of his coworkers.
What if you just contact Olivia? I mean, if he has nothing to hide, he can give you her number. You could talk to her or just contact his office and find out her number. Ask her what's up.
what's going on, my man?
I don't want. I mean, I've thought about it. I might do it at this point because he's giving me totally he's icing me out, and he's refusing to talk to me. He thinks it's ridiculous. He thinks that I cornered him and tried to embarrass him when in fact he embarrassed me.
Mm-hmm.
Reaching out to her might inflame the situation because let's just be real. After all of this, you guys still need to see someone because he's discounting how you're feeling.
So maybe.
You cannot continue on this marriage constantly thinking he and Olivia are having an affair. And he's like, no, we're not. You're crazy. Right? So
Yeah.
maybe there's just more time needs to pass as you make the next, move.
But don't let up. You got to pin him down. You got to really put his feet to the fire.
Yeah, no, you're right. I can't let him make me feel like I'm overreacting and being crazy, because I know I'm not being crazy.
Well, it's a to be continued, sounds like there, Sarah. So, but thanks for checking in with us right now and letting us know how your weekend went. And sorry you're going through all this. I know it's tough.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, krbe.com. Roses happens every Thursday, as it has for how many years now? We've always had it on Thursdays. We at one point had tried to switch it to the 8 o'clock hour, thinking like earmuffs on kids.
Oh, teachers.
But a lot of teachers were like, what are you talking about? I'm about to go into class. I need to hear this.
They were not
but
happy.
We have always done Roses on Thursdays. For 23 years, we've done Roses on Thursdays. So krbe.com if you would like to contact us about your own relationship because you've got questions and we can help get you answers. Okay, guys, in Celebrity Scoop, there is a day that the Goldman family thought would never come.
Oh, yeah. I just saw that this morning. I didn't even know about this. If you don't know who Fred Goldman is.
Ron Goldman was murdered with Nicole Brown Simpson. And for 31 years, the Goldman family has been waiting for justice and the money they were owed by O.J. Simpson. And oh man, this is big news for the Goldman family.
31 years later.
Came out of O.J.'s estate. All right, find out next on KRBE. You got Roula, you got Eric, you got Special K today.
And Billie Eilish, she was in Austin this week. And
how was she?
My wife and daughter went Thursday because she was going to do a college tour.
Yes.
Can't believe my daughter's going to be going to college pretty soon.
Yeah,
wow.
And that night, Thursday, they got there and they're like, hey, she's playing tonight too. Let's go. So they went to the show Thursday to see Billie because I was coming Friday after the Nutcracker Market to take my daughter, Ava. We went on that Von Lane bus.
Yeah.
That was different. That was pretty cool. And then...
For those that don't know, Von Lane is a bus system that is more like...
it's almost like an airplane because they have I don't know what they would call them.
Those kind of seats?
A bus attendant?
Oh, yeah.
Because the guy would come by and
concierge?
they even had TV screens. And they're treating it like a plane.
Can I ask you how much it was?
For two people to Austin, I think it was like $270.
Okay.
One way or both ways?
One way. That's why I thought it was kind of expensive. That's what I'm like.
You can fly for that long.
That's a 3-hour drive?
Yeah, it was like 2 hours.
Was it longer
because
it was a bus and you couldn't control the speed?
Yeah. No, I know. I was right behind the lady. Like, come on, a little faster. I got yelled at because I was on the phone talking to someone. They give me a card that says, "Shh, please be cautious around the people around you." I'm like, "Oh, damn, I got yelled at." But
all of us are loud on the phone. I don't know why, but I don't know about your partners, but Booster will come upstairs and close the door if I'm talking on the phone, especially to my brother. Because you can hear it through the whole house.
You get that Delaware speak.
Yeah, Delaware speak.
Billie Eilish was great.
Yeah, they had a great time both nights.
I do know that your wife's hack worked on Thursday night. As Eric said, they weren't going to go on Thursday night. They were going to go on Friday. But she said that when they got to Austin to go to dinner, she said, why don't we just see how much last minute tickets are? And she said they got great seats in the lower bowl for a super reasonable price because they were last minute.
Like half the price of
Wow.
when she bought it 8 months ago.
Yes.
So that's the key, people. If you can hold on, try and get day of.
Yeah, gamble it if you can gamble it. All right, we're going to address what's going on with Ryan in a minute here. Let me just get through this news that came down today about O.J. Simpson's estate and final redemption for the murder of Ron Goldman. This is really unbelievable. A day that I'm glad Fred Goldman has lived to see. For those that weren't alive at the time that the Rockets were in the championship against the Knicks and OJ went rogue. He was supposed to, show up to the police station after the murder of his ex-wife, Nicole, and Ron Goldman, her friend. He got in the white Bronco and caused the biggest car chase, the most watched car chase in the history of car chases. In 1995, O.J. Simpson was acquitted of murdering Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman. But the civil lawsuit that the Goldman family threw on him ordered O.J. to pay more than $33 million. Now, with interest, that number grew dramatically over the years because none of it was paid. And at some point, he was very arrogant. O.J. was very arrogant, saying, they're never going to see my money. They can't touch my NFL pension, nothing. They're never going to get money for that. Never. And it was just horrible. It was just putting salt in the wounds of these broken people who miss their son so much. Well, it turns out, now that O.J. Simpson has passed, O.J. Simpson's family has officially accepted the creditor claim from the family of Ron Goldman to pay Fred Goldman $57.9 million plus interest.
Wow. That's pretty. Until I see it,
Oh
until I
my
hear from Fred
gosh.
Goldman's mouth that he got this money, I just don't know if it's lip service or
my
not.
gosh.
I hope it
The
happens.
claim does not mean the check is coming tomorrow, Eric. That's what it says here.
They'll pay it.
The
in
estate
payments.
still has to be sorted out, the assets auctioned, the debts prioritized. But it formally confirms that the Goldman family is entitled to that much money and more. And Fred Goldman has always said the fight was never just about the money. He said the focus remains on accountability and honoring his son, even 30 years after his murder. So that's really incredible news. Okay, let me switch gears here. Other incredible news that I know is very hard for many of you to hear in our little radio circle, in our radio family. We've been together 23 years. We started this show in 2003. Ryan Chase is no longer with the show. And he's not here. And he's been here for all these years with us in this room, you know, in every layer of what the show has been.
Yep.
It's always been Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K. We've got Sam in the chair. Phoenix was in the chair. Christina was in the chair. Samir was in the chair.
Yeah.
We've had all these different personalities
Jay.
like Ruben and Mumbles and Irvin and Ahmad and all these people that you've come to know come through our doors, and they fly the nest or they choose to go get another job or whatever it is.
We said the core four.
The core four. And we've always said, family meeting, we got to talk about somebody leaving the nest, and they've grown. Like Ahmad's in Chicago now, living his best life.
Great.
It's great. It is a sad day, and it is tough news to hear. And I know it's not sitting well with a lot of you. It's not sitting well because it's tough for us, too, to have to tell you. And it's tough for us to have to live it on this side of it, you know. We have seen each other and been in this room together for 5 hours a day for how many days, for how many years? We know each other's stories over and over and over and over again.
And, you know, I'm going to miss him. 23 years on air, like you said, every day. I knew him in Dallas, and we said we should do a show together someday. And, you know, like any business, you see someone you have a beer with, you talk about stuff. We're just talking. It's nothing's going to happen. But nope, it happened when he got with you and created the show.
Yeah.
And said, Eric, I want you from day one. I couldn't get here for a couple months, but, you know.
Yeah, I had never met you before.
Yeah, so, you know,
And,
by him bringing me in here, I was able to meet you and Kevin and my wife and have kids and stuff. So I'm going to miss him.
Look, we're going to miss him, and we wish him the best. But what we can tell you is that we can't comment on personnel matters. And I know you hate hearing me say that. I know you do. I know you want me to tell you all these things. But there's not a lot I can tell you, and there's not a lot that I know, because I just want you guys to absorb it the way we have to absorb it. And it's just tough. It's tough for everybody. It's shocking, and I embrace you. I really do. And whether he was your favorite or we all together are your favorite, you know, we do what we do here every single day, and what we've been doing is not going to change. We're still going to be helping our community. We're still going to be doing what we do, like closure, and we do group therapy, and we check in the listener line. And
that's one thing, like on Friday when we met so many listeners at the Nutcracker Market, just saying how much, like, sometimes they just have a bad day, and they turn on the show and they hear us, and it brightens their day. And I'd say the same thing is how we do for them, they do for us. Like Friday, getting those hugs and meeting people and taking photos and just seeing everyone happy, you know, it just sucks.
it does, and it's unfortunate. And I'm sorry we have to deliver the news to you today of that, because you know you get into a partnership with somebody look, we just signed a 5-year deal.
Yeah.
We don't sign a 5-year deal with somebody we don't think we're going to stick around with.
And it's frustrating. Like if I do see a text like, "Oh, are you generally sad?" Yes. I mean, but we've been talking about this all morning, and we're still in shock, and it's not fair to us because we're trying to. There's only certain things we can say,
and we're reading your messages.
Yeah,
if
we're
we're
trying
not
to-
writing
yeah.
back to you, it's because we're saying what is going on right here.
Yeah.
This is what's up.
And what's tough too is for listeners because they know that we talk about everything in our lives.
Mm-hmm,
We're an open book, but sometimes just situations you can't.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So we are just
We're going to pick up the torch and
Yeah.
keep on giving you guys the show that you deserve and that you know and
you
love.
have fun with. Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as there's telemarketers out there ruining your lives, Kevin will be there to ruin theirs.
Kevin's going to be
Oh,
there.
well. We're going to
Get
do
those
6-7
spammers.
this week.
Oh yeah, you're doing
Oh,
it.
is it 6-7?
yes,
Poor
yes.
parents are going to be.
Oh,
Their kids are going to be
man.
ruined.
Yay.
Wow.
Oh.
So yeah, it's tough to hear, and I'm sorry to have to deliver that news, but we do wish him the best, and we are going to miss him. I know you're going to miss him, and life is unpredictable, guys.
Yeah.
Life is unpredictable. So I don't know. I could say maybe you'll learn more in the future, but I don't know.
It's a difficult time for us. We just like you guys. That's the way you guys feel. How do you think we feel?
Right.
23 years.
Imagine that. I know that
You can say whatever you guys feel. That's nothing compared to what we feel.
Thanks for saying that, Eric. That's a
Because-
really good point because, like we said, I know we have a relationship with you, Houston.
We had the opportunity not to be here either. We could probably just taken the day off. Like I had the day off today.
Actually, yes, Eric is here on his day off.
My
He
son
was
got
originally
into town. I was
going to
going
have
to
his
hang out
day
with him all
off.
day and stuff. But no, I want to be here for you guys are family. Listeners are family, and I knew this was going to be a tough day.
Yeah, I just want people to understand that
And it's only 7:50.
we have. I know it's
It
only
feels-
7:50.
Feels like it's 2 in the afternoon already.
Yeah, and I want our radio family to understand that whatever window of time that you spend with us here on our show, whether it's live in your car in the mornings or in the afternoons on podcast, think of how many minutes that is that you spend with us. And I know we have a good pocket of people that listen to the whole show.
Yeah.
But for us, we've been together 5+ hours a day, every day. And
Yeah.
I would like for you guys to give us a little bit of grace too and behind the scenes because it's hard. 23 years with some person that you have built a brand with. And
That's one thing I say. We're family. You don't work with people for 23 years without being family. You know what I mean? They could say anything, and people could say you guys could say whatever you want on text and stuff, positive, negative.
mm-hmm.
I'll put our 23 years up that we just did against any show in the country.
Yeah.
And I love Roula, Kevin, Sam, Ryan, and we're just gonna we're here every day. We're gonna be here every day. Except for next week when I'll be on vacation.
Yeah. Next week is Thanksgiving.
when I'm at Disney.
Except for next week when he's at Disney.
I'll be in a lot better. I'll be in the happiest place on earth next week. Right now, I'm in the shock.
Yeah.
Shock.
Right. And I know that you're shocked, Houston. So we just want to give you a hug.
Yeah.
We'll give each other a hug. That's what it is. All right. Can I move on to some sports brought to you by Tackus Fiber?
Yes, at least that was
Positive
some
news.
positive things we had yesterday. I'm like, please don't let me down. Kick me while I'm down. Texans, nope, they pulled it out.
2 seconds left, man. I was thinking, you better not miss this field goal, kid.
The only person I know that was mad was our friend Cliff, Constable Cliff.
Why?
Because he had
He's
the
a Titans
squares for 3 and
Oh.
3.
Oh, he did.
He wanted the game to end 13-13 so he'd win the money and then
go
win
overtime.
in overtime. But I'm like, sorry, Cliff.
16-13, baby. Texans are 5-5. You know what that means? We have the same record as the Chiefs right now. That's crazy.
That's sinking, Chief fans.
I know. The Super Bowl winners.
Our
We got the
quarterback-
same record as them right now.
CJ Stroud's been out for what, a month?
I don't know how long it's been.
3 or 4. I think he's going to come back
Davis Mills is doing a good job.
Thursday because they play the Buffalo Bills here. So go to the game. Don't sell your tickets to those Buffalo fans. Those fans are rowdy. They show up. So let's not
Yeah.
embarrass ourselves on Thursday night TV.
Well, then the Rockets last night, holy smokes.
That
When
was
Eric
awesome.
described to me what happened in the last minute of the game, I cannot handle that kind of sports stress.
Yeah,
I would have to walk away, turn it off. We won in overtime, 117-113. We started the season with Kevin Durant's first season as a Rocket, 0-2. Now we are 9-3. And tell everybody how it ended for those that didn't see it, because that just stresses me out. Just the
They were down the whole
description.
game. Basically, Orlando went for a layup. Şengün blocked it, and the guy touched it out of bounds. So we got the ball back with 5 seconds left. Şengün has the ball. He throws it into Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant slips, falls. The ball goes rolling towards the Orlando basket.
No!
Orlando picks it up, dunks
No!
it, and Şengün fouls him. So it's could be a possible 3-point play. He missed a free throw. We called timeout. 1.6 seconds left or so, 1.3. They throw it into Şengün. He does a little hook shot, tied it going overtime, and then we win it. Kevin Durant's a beast
Ah.
in Shangun.
Wow.
So it was a
And what's
fun
overtime in basketball? I feel like I haven't watched it so long.
5
How many
minutes?
Is it 5-minute overtime?
I think it was 5 minutes.
Oh my God, you're giving me a headache just talking about it.
Yeah, so I'm like, I gotta get an extra Zoloft.
Yeah.
One of those weekends.
Is Zoloft not as powerful as Xanax?
That's just
don't
like
know.
for my anxiety.
Oh, it's for anxiety.
Yeah, it's my
well,
head.
I mean, that's what I would take a Xanax.
Xanax make me
for.
sleep. This one I could take every day.
Absolutely.
Xanax, I
That's
can't
what
take
I'm
that every
saying.
day,
Like
can you?
Xanax,
I don't
I'd
know.
probably like, okay, I'll also take a nap on top of being not anxious.
Zoloft makes me able to work.
Ah, okay.
And
Focus
I
on.
don't sweat as much in my armpits.
Really?
I
Haven't ruined as many
Happier.
shirts.
Yeah, exactly.
happier.
So you should be that guy that's walking in a meadow with
Oh,
his
yeah.
mate, and it's like a Zoloft.
Yeah.
Like all those medical
Yes,
commercials.
yes.
They're always walking somewhere, or they're doing something. They're smiling in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Or there's like a creek somewhere, or a brook, or a river.
Yep.
I want to see that
I
happen.
mean, if you're in a bad place and you have anxiety like me and stuff,
Yeah.
talk to your doctor.
Okay.
And
Eric for Zoloft.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What about-
Yeah.
do I get
Looking for his
any
next
endorsements for
endorsement.
Oh man!
Hmm.
All right, listen. Coming up next, I know we don't eat well all the time, but there is a reason that you should be eating junk food for your future. What? Junk food is actually good for you? Well, I wouldn't go that
I don't
far,
think
kids.
so. Look at my belly. I don't think
Let's
so.
not go that far. However, there's a positive spin to eating junk food, and you're going to find out next on KRVE.